Hello everyone, welcome again to Nascent Toy Collector presented by Infinite Collectibles. I am Adam Martin, and this is another toy review. And that was like a Jack Kirby forced perspective, I'm like wielding Mjolnir, even though this has nothing to do with Thor, nothing at all. In fact, I was out yesterday with a friend of mine, and we went to Metropolis, Illinois, which if you guys are ever in town visiting Paducah and you're coming by Infinite Collectibles, you have to swing by Metropolis and check out Hidden Gems. It's a little store there, and it's next to the Superman statue, because as you know, Metropolis, Illinois is the home of Superman. Well, anyway, I'm in there hanging out with Elvis, and I found this. Holy shit, it is a NECA Godzilla figure. I do not have one of these. I cannot wait to check it out. This one based on Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, which is a 2001 movie that's incredibly fun, where Godzilla is possessed by all the dead people that died in the Pacific War. His eyes are all whited out, and it's a crazy fun movie, part of the Millennium series. I highly advise you check it out. I just can't wait to get into this figure. Let's do it. So first up, the box, before we jump into this awesome piece of plastic. Based on the movie poster for Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monster All-Out Attack, and it is gorgeous. God, I love King Ghidorah. Did I mention that? King Ghidorah is my favorite Godzilla villain. There's Mothra, and of course you get Baragon, you get Mothra in his little pupil larval stage, whatever it is. On the side, it's more movie poster. This is for Godzilla's 65th anniversary in 2019. There's some shots of the figure itself. Badass. He's lurking. Looks like he's trying to sneak down the hallway. He's gonna raid your fridge or something. Pretty cool. There's some story about what's going on in the movie. I love that Godzilla logo. This side is the same thing. On the top, the Japanese logo. There's 14 and up. Warning, don't choke on Godzilla. Of course, this is by NECA. The box is a little beat up. And there's the bottom, and there's what I paid for it. Thank you guys at Hidden Gems. Opening it up. Oh, there's the figure itself, and I can't wait to get into it. Let's do this. Oh, there he is. Some assembly required. Right out the package, there he is. Godzilla, piece of tail. As you can see with the little chunk of tail, I hope you can see it, it does have like a wire in it, and it has those holes indicating that it is bendable and posable. And I'm going to get him put together, probably going to use a little bit of heat, and we'll take a look at the whole figure. Out of the box, tail attached, and there he is, looking like a superstar, he's looking super fly. Let's see, take the tape measure here. He is coming in at well, he could be anywhere from 6 to 6.5 inches tall from the ground to the top of his head, but turning him to the side, if he were to come up, if he could stand up straight, he'd be about 8 inches tall, which is pretty legit. He's pretty long, tail to head, I would say there. Pretty awesome. I like it. Overall, I think aesthetically, I really like the figure. I like the wash to it. It has a lot of nice dry brushing. You can see a lot of cool texture to his skin and everything. It looks just like it does in the movie, except maybe that little bit of pink that's on his bottom jaw there. I don't know. They're trying to show off his gums, or I don't know what they're trying to do there. Maybe that's what it is. That's the only thing I see that's kind of like, you could have left that out. Other than that, it's actually pretty nice. So the spikes are well done. The body proportions seem pretty right to me. Everything looks really nice. The tail's cool. It's pretty long. You can get it into some pretty dynamic poses, which let's just go ahead and take a look at articulation since we're here. All right, starting with the head. His jaw does open, and the mouth is really well done inside, I think. I like the teeth. He looks like my cat Bippy. That's really why I love this Millennium Godzilla so much. I had a cat that he was so ornery and so shitty, and this really reminds me of it. So the head is on a ball joint, and it moves all kind of around. You can get him into that like, what the fuck? You can get him to, spin all the way around and look straight up, however you want to do it. Lots of up, lots of down. Really nicely done. Now, he is on a segmented neck here that can also do the same. That's up, and then that's down. So a lot of range there, and that also spins all the way around. You can get it into some pretty cool poses, really. You can get Godzilla's head, moving, going all kind of different directions and stuff, which is really nice. Really cool how they did that. I like that. That's probably my favorite aspect of it so far. It's just how posable that head is. Moving down, we get to the arms, and they go 360 degrees at the shoulder, up about 90, I would say, huh? Then you turn it, and we get about 90 degrees on the elbow articulation, about what you'd expect. It does rotate at the forearm, and it rotates at the wrist. The wrist is hinged as well for some in and out, and then so are the fingers. The fingers are nicely hinged, so you can kind of pose these hands, kind of like a grip, because Godzilla does do some punching, or you can have it open up, like he's about to do, because Godzilla also does lots of awesome wrestling moves, so he could bite and grab on. He bites King Ghidorah's neck in this movie, which is I mean, I love it when Godzilla fights King Ghidorah because he always gets a hold of a neck. It's badass. All right, moving down, the torso is on a ball joint, as you can see, spins all the way around. Not much up. If I have any complaint about it, it's that you really can't get him to stand straight up. That's about as close to straight up as you can get. I would like him to be able to tilt up a little bit more, and maybe that's nitpicky, but I think with the hips and then the way the tail hits, you can't get him quite up. You can't get him quite upright, and that's my biggest complaint here about the articulation. Not a big deal. Now the hips are on balls. They do spin all the way around. As you can see, he can get some wacky. Like, can he bounce on his tail? Wacky stuff there going on. Pretty awesome. And then the knees. The knees are articulated. They do move about, 30 degrees there, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I'm not sure. I don't have an angle finder on me. The ankles they have a forward facing pin, and they do all kind of, they got up and down, and they spin all the way around. Now to the tail, you see that joint's a little bit loose too. Like, the more I play with it, I did have to hit this guy with some heat though. They were all pretty frozen up. Now to the tail, he's jointed here. You get full rotation there, which is pretty nice. Not much up. I think if it had a little more, I don't know, you'd have to like cut out something here probably. If you had a little more up to that tail, you could get him into more of a standing position. That's my only real observation here. Coming down, this part is segmented, and it is on a ball joint, and you can spin this piece all the way around, which is really nicely done. I like it. And then here, the final piece I had to install, that's also on a ball joint, spins all the way around, and then this part is posable. It's got the wire in it, and you can kind of get it posed up and get it moved around however you'd like, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think overall I like this guy. You can get him into some neat poses. I think they did a really good job on the paint, and the posability is pretty nice. And like I've said, the only thing I would change is he would be able to get a little more upright for my shelf stance. So let's take a look at him with my other Godzilla figure. Oh yeah, Godzilla 85. Now look at these two. Now they're you know what? They're very similar scale-wise. You can see, of course, the 2000 one here is longer, but they are very similar. They're both wearing their lipstick, which is cool. The paint deco's a little nicer on this guy. The mouth's articulated. Yeah. I think overall this is success, guys. I like it. I'm really excited to add this to my collection. And I do have a pre-order. Super 7 has got an Ultimates line coming out, and I've put a pre-order in on a Mecha Godzilla. I cannot wait to get that. And I might have to pick up one of their Godzillas as well. They do a lot of retro stuff with them. And this one is NECA, and I dig it. So yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you have a great week. As always, keep it geek. Tune in next time for more toy collecting action. Peace out.